Hello everyone, it's Carol here at Oak House Journals. Thanks for popping by. I thought I was being a bit mean yesterday when I said that if you wanted to see how the glossy accents looked on my previous assignment, which was assignment number 7, that you'd have to wait till the end of the year when I did my flip through of all the completed assignments in Margarete Miller's challenge. So I've got it off here to one side and I'm going to hold it up to the camera and just tilt it backwards and forwards a bit so that you can see the glossy accents that I put on the lemons, and I'm really happy with that. It makes this stand out as a focal element from the busyness that's going on in the background, and also it stops it looking so flat, which is what I was worried about when I finished this collage yesterday. And also, in retrospect, would I do anything different? Well, yes, I would. I would have been more careful with my stamping up here. And this piece of music paper I would have moved down so that I have more of it showing down here. But apart from that, yeah, not a bad effort on my part. So let's see what we can do with assignment number 8. So I'm just going to pop those to one side, and as always, go through very quickly what the prompts are and what I've chosen. An accessory you wear. There are 2 types of accessories, those that we carry and those that we wear. My original thought was to go for a bag of some sort or a basket, but realised that that was not an accessory you wear, it's one that you carry. So I've gone for a pair of sunglasses, which actually hits the prompt for an accessory that is worn. The second prompt is a ticket. I've lifted out 3 tickets here. These 2 back ones are, well, actually that's trimmed off, that one, didn't realise that, but I've got more of those if I like the look of that one. These are faux tickets, and this is an original ticket from, gosh, years ago when I went to have a look at the Sagarda Familia in Barcelona. So I've got 3 to use. The title of a book on your bookshelf, well, this is on my bookshelf, and this is a much-loved book. It's In and Out of the Garden by Sara Midda, as you can see, and I'm going to use this book, and in particular, that title piece up there. The next prompt, prompt number 4, is a vegetable, plant, or part of one, and I've chosen... Let's pop those to one side. I've chosen this out of Sara Midda's book, and it's all about peas. This down here is a recipe, but up here I've got an image of a pea plant or a pea shrub. So I'm going to be using the whole of this page actually, because it's just too beautiful to cut up, isn't it? Prompt number 5, something related to coffee. Now, when I was casting around for something that I could use to hit this prompt, I was thinking about coffee filters, the coffee sleeves you get at Starbucks and Costa Coffee, and what else was I thinking? I was thinking about travel mugs and other things like that. And I came across this, well, I came across loads of them actually, quirky teapots and coffee pots, and I fell in love with this little one. So I'm definitely going to use this on my page, and as you can see, I've got a bit of a green theme going on here. And finally, the bonus prompt is lace. Well, I'm not going to use fabric lace on my piece. I do have some paper lace, but also I have a very small image of a plant that is called Orlea grandiflora, and its common name is white lace plant. So I'm going to use this image. I may use this, and I may actually, if I feel inclined, bring in some fabric lace, but I'm not sure yet. So let's get going, and I'll see what I can come up with for this challenge today. So I'm just putting all my pieces off to one side. As usual, my lightweight cardstock there to play with, and I'm going straight in with my background piece. Now, as you can see, this is the size of Sara Midda's book. So I've trimmed this one to size in terms of the width so that it's inside my border. I'm not going to glue that down as yet because I'm going to cut that out and position it across there, and then go in with these pieces to see how they're going to lay on my piece. First things first is to get this one cut out. Now I'm thinking of having that on there, and I could put my tickets behind it. So let's have a look at those. This one obviously is too big, as is probably all of them, but I can always trim them down. And quite like this one, although I don't like the pop of red behind because I haven't got red in anything else. This one I've got more red on again, so red here and red here, so this one might not work either. Wondering, could I put it that way, maybe cover up the red? That might work actually. If I probably would trim away these waves at the bottom, keep those two lines there, and maybe trim it away there if I use that one. This one I don't think is going to work at all up here. Try it anyway. Might do. So I could have that across there like that. I'm not liking how it's covering up the peas there though, so probably not that one. Let's have a look at this one, if I can do this the same orientation as this one. If I trimmed off above this line here, the second one, and trimmed it off underneath the red, there is some outlining in red for the number 25 behind it, but I can cover that up more or less with that. And I could put a little bit of this perhaps behind, just to add a little bit more interest, or maybe above it. Okay, let's turn this sideways. I'm going to sacrifice this anyway and trim away underneath the 25. The colour of the paper lace and this background card for the title is almost identical, so it's not really standing out very much. I could use the ticket to frame this piece and make it stand out a bit. Just pondering whether to try and take this lace all the way around so that I've got a border of this nice scalloped holy edge all the way round. There we go everybody, not perfect, but I think it will do. And I've got myself another ticket here, so I'm just going to put this behind like that, I think, and have it across up there. So let me just do that. Just going to trim away a bit more on this one. I'm not happy with it as it is. I need to hide the red. I'm going to cut it in front of that line there, and I'm going to cut it in front of that line there, and then I'm just going to cut this down the middle, and then these two halves I'm going to use like that. Bring this one in as well, just overlap them behind. That's my lace and my label, but I'm going to, I think, use more of both of those, but we'll see in a moment. I've got my background piece on here, and it's lined up to my margins on both sides. I've got a gap of about 4 centimetres top and bottom, which I'm going to leave for the time being. What have I got? So I've got my coffee pot to get on, and I love the angle that this is at because I don't really want to cover up too much of that. I just love this background. So I could have that on there, something like that. I'm liking that I can see the green dots or the peas rather, through the back, through the handle, and the spout goes onto that label there. I could have those there. This needs grounding, so I could use my tickets. Still got the same issue with the red though. The way this ticket is oriented, it doesn't really feel like the coffee pot and the glasses are grounded. So I'm going to take that one away. Perhaps use this one because the writing on this is horizontal. The coffee pot I'm going to ground on this word down here. If I do that, then I can still get the P's poking through the handle. I'm not liking the representation of the cathedral there, so I'm going to put my glasses over the top. I've got this little portion to use to hit my prompt for lace, so I'm wondering about just tucking it in there like a little stamp. Yep, I'm going to go with that. And there we go, everybody. That's my collage for today. And I have to say, I'm astounded how quickly this one has come together. And more importantly, I really love it. It's very me. I love the colour tones. I love the quirkiness of the coffee pot. Probably would have put that a little bit higher, but to do that I wouldn't have got the spout on there. And I just feel with the collages, it's nice to have everything touching. Got a bit of glue on there, so I'll have to go in with my glue rubber and get rid of that in due course. Yeah, I love this one, and maybe I'm tempting fate by saying it, but maybe now I'm back into the groove of doing the collages. Maybe not. So we'll see how the next one goes. So very quickly, to do the prompts, as I always do, an accessory you wear. Well, I've gone for glasses, sunglasses, a ticket. I've gone for two. I've got Sagarda Familia ticket down here, and I went with a green ticket, faux ticket, behind this title here to back it. So I've got two in there. A title of a book in your bookshelf. Well, I showed you the book, and it's In and Out of the Garden by Sara Midda. A vegetable plant or part of one. Well, I've gone for a pea plant here. Something related to coffee, my quirky coffee pot, love it. And the bonus is lace. Well, I used some paper lace to back my label up there, which, oh goodness, it's not straight, is it, at all? I've just realised that. And also white lace as a plant down there. So let me just have a look at this and see if I can do something about it. And I probably can't. No, it's glued down, so I'm going to have to leave it and live with it. So hopefully my quirky pot and my quirky label will balance each other out. Thank you as always for watching, everybody, and take care. Look forward to seeing you for the next assignment, which is assignment number 9. So until then, happy crafting. Bye bye now. Oh, and photographs at the end as always. Bye bye now.